2020 predictions. David Jaffe with BestStockStrategy.com, and in this video you are going to learn my predictions for the stock market and for options trading in 2020. Let me start off by saying that I do not get involved in politics at all. I ignore everything that is not going to directly help me make money. If a specific stock is not on my watch list, then I completely ignore it. I don't read any articles. I don't watch CNBC. I don't even watch television. But in this specific video, I'm going to give you my predictions, which are probably going to turn out to be inaccurate, about how the stock market is going to behave in 2020. And I believe that a lot of this is going to be influenced by politics. In 2020, I believe that President Trump is going to try to get reelected. He is going to focus and harp on the fact that the stock market is near or at all-time highs. And as a result, President Trump is going to continuously point to the strength of the US stock market and the fact that it's at or near all-time highs, and use that as a proxy for the overall strength of the US economy. I also believe that the US economy right now is overheated, but at the same time, I believe that it's going to become even more overheated. So if I had to predict, I would make the prediction that the stock market is going to increase an incremental 10 or 15% until the election, potentially as much as 20%. And then after the election, the market is going to have a substantial decline. And heading into 2021, there's also going to be a correction and a decline. So the way that I would play this is I would wait for pullbacks in the market leading stocks that are in your watch list. Then I would sell vertical put credit spreads. Then I would monitor the stock market for weakness and cracks, whether that be spikes in volatility or violent sell-offs. Then I would wait to see after the election if there's going to be a large sell-off. At that time, I would begin selling call credit spreads, and I would be extremely careful upon entering any new put credit spreads unless the market gives you some type of validation that it has stabilized and that it is going to continue the uptrend. So again, in a nutshell, I believe that the stock market is going to increase in value by about 10 to 20% up until the election. Then after the election, I believe that the stock market is going to have a relatively major correction and a relatively major sell-off, which is going to continue into 2021. Some stocks that you can trade during a correction and which should be on your watch list include counter-cyclical stocks such as McDonald's, Dollar General, and real estate. Things of that nature tend to be a little bit less volatile than the overall stock market. So stocks that I would recommend having in your watch list would be McDonald's, Dollar General, IYR, which is a real estate ETF. Those type of securities tend to be relatively low beta, and at the same time, the Dollar General and the McDonald's type of securities tend to be counter-cyclical, where they're not going to decrease nearly as much as the overall market. I also tend to like stocks like Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, because they have predictable revenue streams and they're locked up in large contracts with the United States government, and as a result, they are relatively low beta. Tech stocks like Amazon and Facebook, they do tend to have a higher beta and they do tend to go down even more than the overall market. Although at this specific moment, Amazon, which is trading at about $17.90 as of December 23rd, 2019, is already around 15 to 20% below its all-time high. So as a result, there might be some wiggle room and some safety net where Amazon is not going to decrease in value as much as the other stocks like Google and Microsoft, which are close to their 52-week and all-time high. So to summarize, I do believe that the market is going to decrease after the election. I would sprinkle in and add some counter-cyclical stocks into your watch list like Dollar General, and McDonald's, and also some defense contractors and large defense companies such as Lockheed Martin and Raytheon. And this is David Jaffe with BestStockStrategy.com. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Let me know your predictions for 2020 and how you are trading the stock market. I respond to everyone's comment, so if you have any questions, leave a comment below and I will be sure to answer it.